I've been doing the Artist Way, and this is my week 1 check-in. So I did my morning pages every single day this week. The first day that I did them, it felt like pulling teeth. Like it felt like, what was I doing? I was writing all this stuff and none of it made sense. And, kind of the struggle bus through the first day. But then every day after that, it has just like flown out of me. Like it just like was like, my hand was just writing, So that was really interesting to see how quickly my brain kind of like shifted back into that kind of creation mode in a way. And I'll get into this in a little bit, but I definitely saw that like pour into different parts of my life, into different parts of my business as well. I also did my artist date this week, so I took about an hour and a half or so and worked on a latch hook project that I have been working on for like the past, I don't even know, like a year or so. It's a pretty large project, but I did do some work on that. And one thing interesting thing that kind of came forward while I was working on that is that I found myself like while I was like creating, it was kind of just like I would get lost in it for a minute. Like it felt like it like wasn't me doing it. Like I would like snap back into reality at points and be like, who was doing that? Like I like obviously I was doing it, but like it was just like it got to be so meditative and put me so much in the zone. So I thought that was like really interesting. I did about half of the exercises in the book. So I wrote down all of my past monsters and also wrote a letter to one of those people. And so I plan on tackling the other half of the exercises at the top of this week, as well as diving into chapter 2. But some other things that have come forward in doing all of this are, number one, like really leaning into like main character energy in a way, like in my content and my business. And there's just been like this very, deep-rooted feeling of like needing to share what I'm doing as a creative, like really share my style, share, what's going on in my world instead of trying to teach all the time, instead of trying to share tips and tricks and all of that, and really just focus on my craft and share that journey more. So that is one of the things. The second thing is something that I read on Threads during this week was this person who was talking about getting their screen time down to under an hour a day, which for me is not really possible because of my business. I run a web design and branding business. And so like I'm on the computer all day. I am, making content for my business. I am just using a lot of screens throughout my day. And so that low of screen time is not really possible for me, but something that I've been practicing, especially as I've been doing morning pages and doing the artist date, is doing less screen time. So like I've been trying to not be on my phone in the morning, as well as in the evening time, like when my work has completed, I have been practicing just putting my phone in a different room, like plugging it in a different room and just leaving it there. And that's been like really interesting to just sit with myself a little bit more, to practice being bored. I've also found myself like kind of picking up, like last night I was just sitting on the couch, but I like picked up a book. I imagine like in other moments, like I could see myself like picking up other crafts or like, just doodling or just, having a nice conversation or like really practicing being in the moment more. So I thought that was interesting. I'm going to keep you updated with how the rest of this goes. But if you have any questions, would love to hear them in the comment section. Let me know if you've tried the Artist Way as well. And yeah, I'll check in next week.